The Sign of the Times episode 384. I'm from this undisclosed wooded scene, and I'm with the very disclosed Tree City Giant James Grimm.
Hi there. How you doing, sign guy?
Doing well. It's your first time on the Sign of the Times.
Yes, definitely. And again, thank you so much for allowing me to be on here on Sign of the Times. Kind of a fitting background considering that, I'm the Tree City Giant and everything.
You are? Have you ever seen those trees before?
I've never have. So to be honest with you, this is a really beautiful background. I love it. It's not paper. It's not like your typical studio. It's nice setting out here. It's a beautiful day, and I really love how the trees are all nice and green and everything else. So I'm very happy.
Well, good. If you're happy, I'm happy.
Yes.
And you know what makes the viewers happy?
What?
When I snap and stuff comes up like, boom, the CAC program. You ever been to the CAC?
I have not.
It's a nice little setup they got down there in Las Vegas once a year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
wow.
got a battle royal if you wanted to be in a battle
I
royal.
would love to be in that battle royal. Message me.
Autographed picture of Seymour Stein. He's a proud member of the Gouge roster. Have you ever wrestled the Gouge?
I have never wrestled the Gouge.
Gouge is amazing. I have been there. It was my only dream in life. I achieved it. Now I have no more dreams.
No more dreams?
Nope. Did it. Worked
Nice.
the Gouge. I would like to go back sometime. They have a show coming up, perhaps, that they could use me, maybe.
There you go. What's the, so with the Gouge, that's nothing like in the foot or anything like that, right?
Gouge is gimmicks only underground grappling entertainment.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, you got to watch out for Count Grog. He'll punch you right in your face on the ground.
Oof.
And Count Grog. Every show needs a pamphlet. I have one from a Romanian festival.
A Romanian festival.
Yes. Do you speak Romanian by chance?
I don't, but I do speak Pig Latin sometimes.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's wow, Romanian. So Romanian is basically that's where Vlad the Impaler. That's what inspired Dracula, the story of Dracula.
Exactly.
And Nosferatu.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
NGW flyer. I was on that show. NGW.
Nice.
Kevin Sullivan was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old Kevin Sullivan. I like him.
Yeah. And Tokyo Monster Cahagas, he was there.
Nice.
You ever been chopped by Cahagas?
No.
Don't recommend it.
No.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, I can just feel it now.
Yeah. Yeah. My Facebook, my Instagram, the YouTube, which they might be watching right now. They're probably watching it.
Definitely watch these.
Yeah. And the Twitter, where people can follow me, but not literally. You follow me on the Twitter, but not literally.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't go walking down the street and you're hiding behind a lamppost.
See, instead of calling it Twitter, I call it Twatter. I don't know. It just feels more weird pronouncing. I don't know. I love, personally, I love, unpronouncing the true words of it sometimes.
I'm sure they appreciate that.
I know.
You know who else follows me on the Twitter?
Ooh.
Well, Kelly Klein does.
Kelly Klein!
Yeah, she was my 700th follower.
Really?
Yes. And also, J.D. Mason just started following me. He runs Northwest Pro in Vaughan, Washington.
Really?
Yeah. There's pictures of Team Bad Knees. How are your knees?
This knee is still recovering from an issue I had with Brocker, the Northman in Wrestle Club. He back in March, he took his hammer and just busted it all up. But after much rehab and everything, I was fully cleared to go back into the whole entire, full-time wrestling, and so, yeah, I'm gonna definitely get him next time.
All right.
It's me and him.
Maybe you could put in an application to be part of Team Bad Knees.
I think that would be fun.
Also a member, Casey Carlisle.
Casey Carlisle.
Yes. You can get pictures such as that and that at CaseyCarlisle.com. That's CaseyCarlisle.com. Link for all your gift-giving needs.
Great for Christmas gifts.
Yes, you can get some of those for Christmas. Look at that title belt. You ever seen a larger title belt?
That is a huge title belt.
It really is.
Huge title belt.
She loves large title belts. There is a pillow picture. She loves pillows.
I love pillows. That's a really nice pillow.
Yeah. And there she is in smaller form in case you're a midget like Mr. Big or little nasty boy. Another large title belt. Look at that. That's the Valkyrie title belt.
Wow. A Valkyrie title belt. I love that.
Yet another large title belt. That's her DCW title belt.
There you go.
She has trouble in airports sometimes with all the title belts.
I bet.
That one's a little more adult-ish.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
a PG-13 for me right there.
Yeah. There she is next to a barn.
That's a nice barn. Nice wood grain.
Yeah.
You know, probably it's a nice pine. You know, a hardwood pine.
You would be the expert.
I would be.
Yeah. There she is, dressed as a hot nurse.
Well, I can't say enough. Sometimes a great profession, being a nurse, a professional, so you got to wear the correct uniform sometimes.
Yes. Now, when I broke my face, she was in the locker room. Not one person screamed hot nurse needed ringside staff.
Oh, but see, I remember there was a TV show that would say, "Hello, nurse."
That would have helped. It probably would have helped. Instead, I got, like, rogue firemen, like, on me. And yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That floor never recovered, by the way. It's still dented to this day.
Really?
Really.
Ugh.
Actual dent on the floor.
Jeez.
There she is with another title belt.
That is a very nice title belt.
Maybe you get a few of those pictures at CaseyCarlisle.com. You got gifts to give at some point, right?
I do. I have quite a few big list of great friends in Wrestle Club that needs a good stocking stuffer.
CaseyCarlisle.com's got you covered.
Got that.
They also have T-shirts available.
T-shirts?
Yeah.
Okay.
There she is with her Uncle Paul.
Hey.
You get pictures like that wherever you see Paul Moonshine.
There you go.
And speaking of Paul Moonshine, he also has shirts like that.
The Moonshiners.
The Moonshiners. You ever wrestle any of the Moonshiners?
I have not, sir.
How could you have not wrestled the Moonshiner? There's like 50 of them now.
Book me. Book me. That's what I need.
That's what we need. Look at that. It says shine up.
Shine up.
Shine
I love it.
Now, Paul Moonshine is undefeated as a wrestler. He's 5-0. Maybe you want to wrestle Paul.
I'll give it a shot.
Now, he's got his son JB, his other son Lance, his nephew Mad Dog Cousin Jameson, his nephew Jason Kincaid, his niece Casey Carlisle, his other son JD, his other son JD, his nephew Dave Turner. There's a lot of them out there.
That's a lot of boys.
Yeah, he's got a large family.
He has a very large family.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, I came from a family of 8. Matter of fact, basically it was like a whole bunch of kids. But somehow I got left in the woods, so I'm okay with that.
Well, maybe you could take the aggression out on Paul.
Yeah, I might have to. But in a really good, fair game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no poke in the eye.
No, I'm not into that.
No
No,
grabbing the throat.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even like like raking in people's eyes. I don't do that stuff. I'm not that type of guy.
Well, of course not. Yeah. You probably hate it when people bite during matches.
Yeah, I am not a chew toy. I am not a chew toy. I fight fair. I make sure that everything is correct. I make sure that we all play basically nice. We wrestle. If they can outmove me, that's great. That's fine. That's obvious there. But when they bite me, that's a huge no-no. Because there's some dogs don't need to bite. You don't bite the hand that feeds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's unsanitary.
Yeah. I had to go make sure I didn't have rabies. That's a very it hurt.
If you ever wrestle Cousin Jameson, Mad Dog Jameson they call him, I would make sure the rabies vaccination is up to date.
Yeah, or get some like weird mad cow disease or something like that.
Now there's a guy named Kerry Awful. He out in Tennessee. He used to be a dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did questionable tactics to my legs one time in Kentucky.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, it's pretty questionable.
Don't they like the one guy that says on the show saying spay or neuter your pets?
Bob Barker, yeah.
Yeah, weren't they supposed to be doing these to to these guys who thinks that they're a dog?
You would hope and think that they would, but
or take them to an obedience school.
That'd be nice. That'd be very nice.
Like sit, stay, good boy. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I swear, I feel like that should be like Rick Knight. You know, he needs to go to obedience school sometimes.
Rick Knight might need a class or two.
Yeah.
Now also, I'm enjoying this Stash's white chocolate mocha tea. It's very delectable.
You know, and I really do appreciate for making this. You know, very classiness. I love it. And thank you for the peach tea. It's really good.
Yeah.
And I tell you, and, you know, it's really nice is that I'm not usually like a coffee drinker. I don't know why, but I love tea. I'm more, you know, I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm down to earth or anything like that. Well, obviously I'm kind of am because I am the Tree City Giant. But like, I don't know. I enjoy a good cup of tea, either warm or cold. I like iced tea, like regular tea. Sun-baked tea is really good. But, you know, peach tea has always been that like nice specialty drink.
Do you subscribe to Tea Time magazine?
I don't, sir.
It's a delightful publication. You should check that out and get a subscription.
Okay. I'll see if I can work it into the wallet budget.
Yeah. It's not a bad price. You get like 6 issues a year, $20.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Have you ever done that before? Where you take one sip, but then you have to like re-sip again? I call it the double tap.
Double tap. That'd be a good name for a finishing move for you.
Double tap? Yes.
Yeah. So look out for the double tap if you're in Gouge and you're expecting the Tree City Giant at a show near you. Now, I'm a busy man usually. Now, today, you just missed out on Turnbuckle Terminal. We had Tarn Alexander. You ever worked with Tarn Alexander?
I have not.
He once poked me in my eye in Kentucky.
He
does
poked
that?
you in the eye?
In my eye, he poked me.
Oh.
Yeah, now there's rumors and speculation after today that I might manage Gregory Iron on a benefit show against Tarn Alexander should someone need a benefit show. That was discussed.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a grudge going back years in Kentucky. Yeah. I would
Ooh.
assist Gregory Iron in his efforts to defeat Tarn Alexander.
The one thing I kind of noticed too is that you have a fine beard, good sir.
Oh, thanks so much. You as well.
Thank you. Yeah, it took me a while to grow this out. You know, it's really funny is that, you know, I'm already starting to have some gray in there. Of course, that's the normal day of, you know, aging, just like a fine wine, or better yet, you know, a nice old grown tree. You know, it just gets better with time.
Like the redwoods.
Exactly. You know how trees grow. You know, it does take time, takes water and sunlight. You know, that's why I like. You know, I even, you know, have gray in my hairs, and people say, you know, it's like, oh, you're getting old, Graham, you're getting old. And I'm like, no, I'm just getting wiser. That's what it is. You get wiser.
Wiser. Yeah. Now, Eric Bischoff had gray hair when he was like 25 or something.
Of course, yeah. Oh, yeah, and then he just aged like a fine wine.
Yeah.
You know, except for, you know, Heyman. Paul Heyman just kind of, you know, more glossed it up top. But his, you know, his mic skills, man, he can tell you that, you know, a hot dog is the most greatest thing in the world. You know, my client, Hot Dog here, is the greatest in the world that you could ever have. The best hot dog you can have.
Imagine Hot Dog wrestling a one-on-one match with the Ring of Honor's own Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger and a hot dog. There you go.
Yes.
Ooh, or you know what they if they ever team up in the future, they should call themselves the not the basic food groups. They should call themselves the great food groups.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Now this week on Monday, you know what I got going on?
No, sir. What you have got going on?
Nothing. I'm pretty much free.
Oh,
Tuesday though, Tuesday pretty much the same. Now Wednesday, maybe are you gonna be around? You want to go grab a tea?
On Tuesday, I will actually be heading back to my native state of Idaho.
All right. They're in Tree City, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. Now, I guess maybe I'll go out on my own on Wednesday and grab a tea. Thursday, I got basically nothing. I'm free, but next Friday on Sign Ice Wrestling Show, we have someone you're very familiar with scheduled to appear.
Who?
Mr. Hickman.
Oh, Mr. Hickman. Yes, the All-American. I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Proud member of the Wrestle Club.
Yes. Yeah, him and the Lost Soul Garibai, as a team, they were called the Lost Men. Which is really crazy because back then they did a basically almost like a no holds type bar type wrestling match. It was them versus technically the Spud Brothers Coalition and King Marcus the Anderson versus Project Mayhem, and it was. I swear it looked like it's like a train wreck, but you want to look away, but you keep watching it because when everything when it all hit, it just went, and it was pure magic when things went down.
It was also very well officiated.
Yes, very very well officiated. I'm really really happy for all the refs that were there. Especially the head ref that was there. Watching for every single body, telling people what to do, what to look for. That was well worth every single effort, energy that everybody put in, and it was very very great to see that happen, fold out in the squared circle.
And it was a great venue.
Oh, it was a beautiful venue. I don't know if you guys have that type of coffee shop up here, but I tell you what, Death Proof Coffee, they were really really awesome to us, and we pulled in a huge crowd for it, and that was like our first looking venue that we truly want to call home, and I hope we continue the relationship with them, and everybody was loving it.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe King Marcus Anderson even was there today. He was watching up like wrestling matches to study.
Yeah, and it's always good, and not only that, yeah, I can completely agree, for what he's doing. Looking up, old tapes, watching videos, as a pro wrestler, you always want to do that. Any type of athlete, you always want to study your opponents. You want to study what things you want to do in the future. When I get the chance, I do sit down and I watch videos and I study up stories about how people improve on themselves and of course in the ring. Honestly, my relationship with Marcus it's been kind of a sour one. He how I started out is I was his bodyguard, and he made me do like a kind of like a don't speak type of a contract, I guess you call it that, back in the day. But of course, at one point I was tired of it. I wanted to be who I really want to be, and so I walked away from him, and of course now we're on better sides.
He invented a system where you can book a taxi cab, and the taxi will book your international flight as it drives you to the airport.
Like Trivago.
Something, he gets in a cab and he's like, take me to the airport and put me on a plane to Japan. And they did it.
Really?
They did it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I guess it's good to be the king sometimes.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Some people might have it as a luxury, but for a working guy like me, the blue collar, I for myself, I look at myself, I'd rather earn the opportunities versus being given the opportunities.
I understand. Now, speaking of blue collar, there's blue collar wrestling in Portland.
Yes.
Maybe you want to come there?
I would love to. I definitely want to, around here, in the Pacific Northwest, I've already tackled at least 3 states for me. Definitely Idaho is my number one. That's my hometown. Hi, everybody in the back homes. But honestly, I've wrestled in Utah, and I've also wrestled in Oregon, and it's been one of the greatest things in the world. I got to wrestle in front of different types of places, venues that I thought, as a younger self, I thought I would never do. With definitely one of them was I wrestled in front of Mr. Anderson, former WWE superstar, Mr. Anderson, and that was one of the greatest things I ever done, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of what opportunities was given to me and what I'm able to do. It's taught myself a lot as far as growth as a person, both inside and out of the ring, and so it's given me a lot of hope of what I want to look forward to.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of Idaho and Wrestle Club, I shall be making my return later in the summer.
That would be wonderful to see.
And I will be on the lookout for bitings. I know you hate to be bitten.
I hate bitings. I hate them. I despise them. This coming month, here in a few weeks, we have what's called Tag Wars. And just to let you know, there's been a certain guy that, kind of, basically, saved my tushy, basically. I don't know if you're allowed to say tushy or butt or whatever.
We'll say that, yeah.
Okay. I just want to keep it very family friendly because I'm a family friendly type guy. Well, after Brocker busted up my knee and everything, this guy came out and practically saved me from worse damage than what Brocker was going to continue. And this guy, it's strange. He's turned a new leaf. He's turned around a lot of things that at first, he was, Marcus's, insurance policy back in the day, and this guy now, he's doing a lot better. I can see the good in him. He's not as what everybody thinks he is. Back in the day, he's definitely, he is definitely the guy that is, what makes Wrestle Club for what it is today. He has a lot of redemption in him. He has a lot of good in him, as I said before. And I think we've been talking about it, and I think this would be a good time. But him and I, we will be tagging up, I think, for Tag Wars. As long as he has everything right in his mind, and I think he'd be good to go. And just to let you know, that guy is the Outlaw, Rusty Livings.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, Wrestle Club original, the Outlaw, Rusty Livings.
Yep. He pulled me off to the side. He even came to visit me in the hospital. And what's really crazy is he's been talking to me. And he was there multiple times, telling me, I got to get better. I got to be there. He was the guy to show up. It's interesting is that like when we go to a venue, he's always he always wants to be the first guy to be there and the last guy to leave. And not only that, but he saw some potential in me. Because history-wise, Brocker, I've had some bad luck with former tag team partners, and I'm really hoping that this one is going to be the best. We've been talking, and we're going to be like a wrecking crew. We're going to just plow down everybody. In a good, of course, in a good way. We're not going to cheat, obviously. We're not that type of guys.
Well, that sounds like an exciting tag team. I look forward to that. But is there any final parting words here on the Sign of the Times you want to get out there, Mr. Grimm?
Well, the best ones I can say is definitely tea. I love the tea, and I thank you for it.
Tea Time Magazine.
Tea Time Magazine, yes. Hashtag Tea Time Magazine. Hashtag Get Wrecked. That's definitely for us. And hashtag. I have to see it again. Yeah, there you are. Hashtag Barnwood.
Barnwood.
I love it.
Well, if that's everything, then pretty much episode 384